As I said in my other video, if you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and throw a link up there if I can figure it out, or else I'll put it in the description box below. We just came out today, shoot a video on just getting out and making some breakfast. A little bit of coffee. So that's what I went ahead and did. But while I was out here, I thought I'd go ahead and talk about this new little knife here. And this is a knife from Cold Steel, and this is the Finn Wolf. And this little Scandinavian grind blade has really served me well on the budget end of things. This thing is surprisingly nice. This is actually my first Scandinavian grind folder. This one, as I said, is more of a budget folder. As I said before, it's from Cold Steel. It's the Finn Wolf Scandinavian grind, and it's a true Scandi grind. It's AUS 8 steel, made in Taiwan, ambidextrous pocket clip. But for 35 bucks, it's really hard to beat. So I'm gonna finish my coffee here. That's good stuff. We'll go ahead about this knife a little bit, so stay tuned. Alright, so this Cold Steel Finn Wolf is a great EDC blade. It's, as I said, it's a true Scandinavian grind. It is AUS 8 steel, so it's not that, it's not necessarily a premium steel, but for a knife like this and for the purposes that this would serve, it is a fairly good steel. It's a very common steel within folders. A lot of buck knives, so on and so forth, do use this steel. So the edge retention is okay. It's slightly easier to sharpen. It does appear to be a true Scandinavian grind, and out of the box it came extremely sharp. As I said, this thing for $30 to $35 on Amazon. I will have a link in the description box below to get you the best deal. But for the price, it's really hard to beat. This thing would make a great companion to your primary Bushcraft blade. We'll go ahead and play around with it a little bit and you know, do some minimal tasks and see what this thing can do. Alright, so, I don't know if you can see here, but here's some saplings. It's kind of overgrown here anyways, so we're just going to take out the old Cold Steel Finn Wolf and see what we can't do here. Smaller saplings. Not too bad. As I said, this thing came out razor sharp. Just go ahead and try to remove some material. I mean, that's a pretty darn sharp blade there. Go ahead and Alright, so say that we wanted to make a hanging stick. Not going to use this one here, but there's a small one back here just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to go ahead and only use the Finn Wolf. This here. There's a little bend. Press cut. Comes right off. So I'd say this is about a finger size stick. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up here. Just remove some of the smaller pieces. Go ahead and remove this section. We'll go ahead and do a couple chest cuts here, press cuts. Good leverage here. Should really be able to remove the material. I mean, there's a knot right there on this guy. Let's see if we can just bury through that. Almost all the way through. There we go, straight through the knot. And do a couple more here. I mean, it's doing pretty good. Obviously this is something green, but a real versatile little knife. Strong. It's got the nice, oh, what is that? Liner lock? But here's your locking mechanism here, and it does really lock in. I mean, so the locking mechanism, it's a lock that I would trust. You can see that huge divot there, if you can see right there, that actually engages with the lock. I mean, I'd trust that maybe even for even small batoning tasks. We're not going to get into that today, but go ahead and get you down here. We'll just make a couple notches. So just going to press in, rock it forward as if we were going to make a hanging stick. I mean, this thing is quite enjoyable to work with. Really carve that out there. So if you can see that, I mean, in no time, nice little hanging stick. So if you had a pot, which I do, take your pot, perfect notch for hanging. Overall carving capabilities, it's a great little knife. So it's been a while since I've done an actual knife review, but I've been carrying this only for a couple weeks, but it served me pretty well. As I said, I would almost trust some very light batoning with this knife. It feels pretty sturdy, and obviously I went with the orange because when you're out here in the woods, I'm starting to put together kind of a blaze orange kit, especially in the winter time or even any time of the year. If you drop it, it's a lot easier to find. So we'll go ahead and just see how well this spine is. It feels slightly rounded, but I have yet to try it on a fire still. So let's go ahead and try. Alright, so this is Matt with Outside the Box. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this video, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Sounds like World War III.